to get going. So I have all these posts, and I was wanting to go live in the group so that you guys wouldn't have to switch back and forth. But I will share my screen. Hey, there's Becky. Share screen. So basically, we're just going to go through and talk about the things that you should be doing every day and kind of how I do them. And this is also stolen from other people. So beauty of coaching, right, is you get to steal things from other people. So first assignment is adding to your network. Who struggles with this?
I do.
How to add new people. So just to tell you, the way I started out with a little over 200 friends, and now I'm up to 2,200 friends. The way I got the majority of those friends is friends of friends, and then going through that Facebook friend finder, which I don't know if I have my phone next to me, but you know how Facebook will do the suggested friends? I'll just go through them, and we'll quickly look at their profiles, see if there's someone that I would be friends with in real life. If they have weird things on their profile, I skip over them, but then I just friend them. Really the biggest way though that I got new friends and built my list so much was through free groups. Running these free recipe shares, doing those free mini challenges, because you guys have been in a bunch of them. I always say, invite anyone who you think that this could help. And so your friends would invite people. I would do like little prizes. So if like it was a cooking group, I would do a cooking show or cutting boards or water bottles, like just small prizes to get, because people will do pretty much anything for a prize. So that's how I got a lot of people. I don't really add friends of friends anymore because I've been trying to find friends through like Instagram. So I can quickly show you. Do you guys know what hashtags, the purpose of hashtags are? I'm going to mute you. Okay. I did not know what the purpose of hashtags were when I first started. They're like little file folders in Instagram. And so everyone who's used that hashtag, their picture goes in that. And so like I'm going to go to my profile, go to this one, and I found I put hashtags in of my interest, not fitness stuff. If you put fitness stuff in, you will be bombarded with other fitness people. We don't want them. So I've just been playing around with like putting my hashtags for everything in, even if it doesn't make sense. So like honest motherhood, click on that. And I don't do the top posts. I don't look for people. Like this is an awesome picture. She's got 2,500 likes. She's never going to notice me. I look for the real people. The top posts are not real. I mean, they are real people, but you know what I mean. They're not people that are going to notice what you're doing. That's a cute picture. I look at how many likes that's got. I don't know if you guys like to do Instagram. Looks like she doesn't have any likes on it, but that's a cute picture. That's a cute picture. We have that mirror. So I'll just quickly comment on it and I'll follow her. And typically I don't like do that right away. I would look through the rest of her profile first to make sure she's someone that I would be interested in, but I'm trying to quickly do it. And she is. Like, she's a mom. Looks like she does all the things that I would do. She has funny pictures, dad pictures. So that's basically how I find friends. So you guys, that's your first task. Let me go back. Let me talk just about one more way. Groups on Facebook. Join groups, not health and fitness related groups. You don't want groups that already have people doing things that they want to do. You want to think about other things you're interested in. And I actually made a huge list. I put on my list things that I'm interested in reading. So historical fiction, memoirs. I could join groups about that. Homeschooling, taught school, preschool stuff. I would join groups about that. Gardening, canning, bread making. So I don't really count that as food. Like, you want to stay out of the healthy cooking. You want to stay out of the health and fitness stuff. But think about the things that you are interested in that have nothing to do with health and fitness so that you can find your people. What else did I put on that list? Traveling. I don't really travel because we don't have money, but if I did, I would totally travel. And so think about the person that you want to be. If you had no time or money constraints, what would you do? Join groups like that. And so that's another way to find friends. And then once you get in those groups, so I'm going to come out and just go into one of those groups. So I favorite them, and I just have a few that I'm active in, but I go in and I comment on people's stuff. I like people's stuff. So this preschool at home moms group is one that I've been pretty active in. And I just go through, and instead of scrolling Facebook, this is the stuff I do. And I like and comment on their stuff. I like, one girl was asking about ideas to keep kids busy, so I gave her mine really quickly. And then as I talk to these people, I friend them. So that's how you kind of organically find new friends. So your assignment right now is to go and do one of those things. So either go take a look at this post and choose just one of them and friend like a few new people. You could do friends of friends. Make sure your profile is public. You could do like your spouse or significant other. You could friend some of those people that you might know. You could look at a group, just quickly search in the groups one of your interests and join a group really quickly and friend some. I wouldn't friend friends in that right away. I would like talk to those people first. But so do that and then comment when you're done. Does that make sense? Okay. And I will post the next post. So I'll give you just a few minutes. Oops, here we go. Oh, that's tiny. All right, 1 minute warning, and then we're going to move on. Oops. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to Hey Girls. So building relationships is the most important part. So you've added a few new friends. You don't just message them, hey, have you ever tried the 21-day fix? They're gonna think you're a weirdo and they're gonna regret accepting your friend request. So you want to build their relationships. And the way that I do this, here are some examples. I just kind of feel out when it is appropriate. But I have a list. I use HubSpot. These are my tasks in my list, and they're pretty much always red because I'm always behind on it. But I just go through and like or comment on everyone in my Facebook feed or Facebook friends list. So Rebecca Ann, I'm going to search her. And these kind of blend in into follow-ups. Look and see what she's doing. I don't understand that shirt, so I'm not going to like or comment on it. But I also always go in and see where our conversation left off. Oh, yeah, so she's been traveling. And I was talking to her about it because her pictures have been looking amazing. So, like, look at that. She's been in Greenland and Iceland and all over the place. So I think I'm going to invite her. So this is kind of like getting out of the Hey Girls. But this is how my power hour goes. I don't just like flow in these blocks of time. I kind of see where our conversation is and I invite if it's appropriate. And so I always have my scripts up, which I don't right now. File. I use that inviting script that is in the team page in the files section. So I just copy this and then I personalize it to whoever I'm talking to. I have way too much stuff open as always. So say, hey, Rebecca, how are you? Your trip looked amazing. Are you guys back and settled? You're on my mind because I thought I take that out because sometimes I don't think it'd be perfect for them because I haven't talked to them about it at all because I am planning this new health and fitness group for the end of the month and thought you might be interested. I'm going to take this part out. By the time I get done with these scripts, they don't look very similar, but it's just something to go on. We focus on fitness, exercise, and support. I wanted to invite you before it fills up. Would you like more info about it? Send, and I send it without even thinking. I used to be so afraid of that. And then I go over and I track it. So there's my Rebecca. And invited her to a challenge group. So that was supposed to be a Hey Girl, turned into an invite. Let's go back to what the Hey Girls are. The Hey Girls are really just, and they've got examples in there for inviting. So like you popped up on Facebook, we haven't talked in forever, how are you? A lot of the times I just go through my people and I like comment on a recipe they shared. Have you tried this yet? I comment on their kids back to school pictures. There are so many of those right now. How are you feeling with them going to kindergarten? People love talking about themselves, and you'll find the more you talk to people about themselves, it's so interesting learning about other people's lives. And so that's pretty much what Hey Girls are. So take a minute now, go through your list of people, and just talk to them. And I wrote in the message, like, take Beachbody and challenge groups and Success Club and all that out of it and just talk to people. And kind of like what I was saying when I talked about Kim today, really see people. That's what's really important. When we ask someone, how are you doing? We 100% mean it, not just like, oh, I'm fine. No, we really want to know, how are you doing, and make people feel like you value them and that you see them. So is that clear? Okay, so a few minutes to try that, and then I will work on the next post. All right, 1 minute warning, and then we're gonna move on. Oops. All right. All right, so we've added people to our network. We have connected with people. Now it's time to invite to challenge groups. You can invite to free groups too, but the challenge groups are important because that's how we really change lives. Free groups add value, but free groups is where you can get potential challengers. So for example, I've got 2 ongoing free groups that I do. I'm doing my meal plan and prep group, which that's turning into the easy lunches. But those are kind of like my warm group of people because they've seen what I'm about. they've gotten to know me a little bit through my posts, and so I can go through there and invite. And I'm just going to quickly scroll. Most of these people I've already either invited or they already know about it because I've done my power hour today. I did it this morning, some of it anyway. Well, some of them are a lot of no's, like this one. I have not invited her to the end of the group, so I always go through and I look at what was our conversation last. It looks like I've already been inviting her and she's not responding, so I'm not going to keep inviting her because that's annoying. But I have been talking to her on her Facebook wall. She's been in the challenge groups before. This girl, this is a good one. She's a good one for a follow-up. She's been stressing, or she's had an injury with her foot. So I always go back through and look and see what's going on with her. So I'm just going to check in with her and see if she is up for a challenge. Hey, how's it going? Wondering if you're healed up enough for a challenge group. We have a new one starting at the end of the month. So as I get to know these people more, I go less from the script and more formal to more informal, and I just talk to them like how I would. This is how I would normally invite. Like, I've been talking to her for a long time, and I kind of knew her in real life a long time ago. But I'm just going to send it without overthinking it. I used to overthink it, my wording. I'm going to add her to my list. People that I invited to a challenge group. Okay, and so I just go through that way. So let's say you don't have a free group that you've been inviting or that you've been running. So where do you find potential challengers? This is where this is kind of like part of follow-ups too, but I go to my wall. I go to my wall at the beginning of every day and at the end of every day, and I go down to my last post that I had done, or really my first post for the day. My first post is always a workout post. This time it was a video. And I look at the people who have commented, and I'm pretty sure I already caught up with these people. Shannon doesn't count. She's my coach. So I look and I see who has liked or commented. All of these people are either current. She is not. So I'm going to message her. Thank you so much. Oh, but I also want to make sure, look and see what I've done already. Okay, so I've been talking to her. I did invite her to a new challenge, and she ignored it, but she liked my video. So I'm going to thank you so much for your support on my video this morning. It's still really awkward going live, especially when it's early in the morning and I definitely don't look that great. You guys know I never look good. I always look like that. I definitely don't look that great. Anyway, a big part, so my video I was talking about happiness. I wasn't talking specifically about a challenge group, but I was talking about happiness. And so I'm going to say that a big part of how oops, dang it. Whoops, didn't mean to send that. Anyway, a big part of how I've changed my attitude is through these challenge groups. Have you ever thought about trying one? That's how I go through and do all of my challenge group invites. I would never, ever just copy and paste something from a script. Always personalize it. If you're going to first of all, you could go to Facebook jail. If you send the same exact message to too many people, Facebook thinks you're spamming, and they will freeze your account. And second, people can tell when it's a scripted message, but when you make it specific to that person, it feels more genuine. And so that's kind of what I do. If I don't have a free group that I've been doing, I go through my posts, and anyone who liked or commented, I send them a private message thanking them. And so I'm not going to, so you guys go ahead and do that. And that's why I had to do that challenge group post. So especially look at that one and see, did anyone like or comment? If they did, they get a message, they get an invite. Oh, and I got to write her down. So go ahead and do that, and I'll work on the next post. What was her name? All right, 1 minute warning. It's gonna kick us out. Oops. Oh, remaining time 10 minutes. All right, so with your challenge group invites, you want to aim for 3 to 5 invites per day, 3 to 5 new friends per day. And then for coaching, for coach invites, that's what we're going to talk about now. If you want to like really build this into a business, then you want to build a team. So finding coaches is where that's at. So what I would do to start out with is make a list on what coaching has done for you. And I remember hearing this when I was starting out, or even just hearing this now from coaches like Melanie Mitro, who is a millionaire and like does all these amazing trips. Like I've not done any of that. So what's coaching done for me? Well, coaching's done a lot for me. It doesn't have to be just financial. And even when it comes to financial, like if you're getting your Shakeology paid for, that's a big deal. If you are paying for your monthly groceries, that's how a lot of people would love it if they could get their groceries covered for the month. But if I was to write down like the biggest thing coaching has helped me with is accountability. I say that to everyone when I tell them. In fact, everyone who tells me they struggle with staying on track, I tell them, you need to coach, because that's the only reason I've stayed on track. As much as I love to be healthy for my family, when it comes to 4 o'clock in the morning getting up, it's you guys. I know I've told you that before, but it really is. And knowing that if I don't get up and get my workout in, I'm going to have to tell you guys, sorry, I know you did it, but I didn't. And so that's what coaching has made a huge difference in my life. And so I try to talk about that, the accountability. If it was not for you guys, if it was not for our challenge groups, I would not be in the shape I'm in right now. I would not feel the way I do right now. So I'm very grateful for coaching for that. That's the biggest one. My confidence. I still have a long way to go, but I've come a long way too. Just in talking to people, I've learned that people don't hate me. Like, why did I believe that all my life? But I did. I've learned people might actually want to talk to me and be my friend. It's helped me make mom friends. Helped me a lot just in life in general with confidence, talking to people, making friends, speaking in public. I ran a Super Saturday. That's always been a struggle, speaking in public, but now, so make a list. How has coaching helped you? Why did you become a coach? And then think about those things when you're inviting people to coaching. So now, who do you invite? Your challengers who are doing an awesome job. Send them an invite and say, hey, you are doing fantastic. You would be a good coach, and tell them why you think that they would be a good coach. Are they encouraging other people in the group? Are they consistent with their workouts and their Shakeology? People that you notice, like I saw a friend today, she posted, I hate my job. I need a different job. Does anyone know of anyone that is hiring? So I sent her a message. Have you thought about coaching? And she wrote back, I have, but these people are too afraid. Think about you. How long did it take you to reach out or to sign up or to say yes? So we have to be that person that reaches out to them. And so if you notice people saying, I hate my job, posting about that, invite them. Your dream team. Think about the people. Make a list of who you would love to be on your team. Every one of you have been on my list. In fact, it's so funny, Sarah, you were on my list. This is my plan, of people, who's my dream coaches that I would love to have. And Sarah, look at you, now you're here. Yay! So make your own list. Who would you love to have on your team and why? And then tell those people that. Why would you love to have them on your team? We really do get to pick who we work with. So I know inviting to coaching can be scary. These are some resources to help you just with wording. But if you're not quite ready to invite someone to coaching, I do a coach sneak peek every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. You can invite to that. You don't have to do your own. But make your list right now. Use these next few minutes to make your list of who you'd want on your team, and think about your current challengers. Is there anyone who stands out? And so I'm going to actually go and invite Elise. I know that you guys know her because she's been in the challenge groups for a while. I've been so afraid to invite her because she's one of those people that I just feel like is cooler than me. That's what keeps me from inviting so many people. That kept me from inviting every one of you for a long time. I really struggle with inviting. So I'm going to go invite her right now while you're inviting. And it's going to cut us off. We only have a few minutes left. So for the next 2, I'll just go live in the group if it does. I'm going to go and invite her and see what she says because she's doing awesome. You guys see her. She's always posting. She loves the workouts. She loves Shakeology. I think she'd be awesome. And I just have been afraid to say that stuff to her. So I'm going to say it to her now. And I already was talking to her today. So I'm going to try to blend it in with that. Yes. These I take more time to think about than just a challenge group invite. You know that, What was it? I invited her. I'll see what she says. All right, it's going to cut us off in 1 minute. So I'm going to switch over. I'm going to end this and switch over to just doing live videos. The last 2 topics are just follow-ups and then checking in with challengers. So those ones are easy. I'm going to end the call and I'll post the recording and I'll do live videos.